Train. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Fielded in the end zone. And maybe blocked down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down.
Offense tried to get a little slick there and sneak the back out of the backfield and turn him into the primary deep receiver. But it was good coverage defensively, and they were able to break it up.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one's good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Here comes the Rams punter now. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
10 at their own 48-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Barton. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Barton. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
To Tevin Coleman.
Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Point after here coming up. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Rams nothing. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. A fairly short kick from the 14. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good start. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
2nd and 12.
Now Stafford. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Play action. Stafford. And finding the tight end Hooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
18-yard line.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tackle made at the 16.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. David Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barton. It's complete to Lockett. Tyler Lockett, the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyler Lockett, 77 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Are we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Stafford now to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
That's the reason we ball for. circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here's Sanders. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Buccaneers 14, Rams 7.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Here comes the Rams punter now, standing just outside his own goal line.
Sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field, and now the defense has to try it out there and try to slow them down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
That is going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. DJ Reader in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now they hand off to Coleman. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Henry Anderson on the stop. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Barton. Escaping the pressure right. Taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Running left, Coleman. 20! And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 42 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. It's Coleman here, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tevin Coleman, his 21st touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, here's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Tevin Coleman, the ball carrier. He was brought down
off the play fake. Barton. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Throwing on first down. Barton. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. So that'll back him up 5. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Davis now to return it.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Barton. It's caught. Lockett. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tyler Lockett. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. McCann's got it teed up. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
30-yard line.
Now it's Stafford. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On second down now. It's Sanders. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. Let's see about the call. So the big tight end holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and that's going to bring up a third down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing again is Stafford. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Circle round twice to the encore. If you know, you know.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. Here's the rookie from Florida State. It's Cam Akers. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Akers, the ball.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Operating from the gun. Stafford. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. To throw is Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Tucker now to add the point after.
Extra point.
Makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Rams 17. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. polish to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They will run again with Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Rams 17.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Coleman. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll try the left side. Coleman. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got it now.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. On 2nd and 9. Stafford, he's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he can make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
They snap it to Stafford. That's complete. Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but blitz coming, and down he goes. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he crosses up the football near his own goal line. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And a loose football. Coleman lost it. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They'll turn to Sanders. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth.
25.
So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Tevin Coleman. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Stafford now to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now it's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Is a turnover on downs.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. Coleman. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, and it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
A 24-yard attempt.
McCann's kick up and good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Stafford. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. the gun, Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Kenny Moore. They have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing to start the drive. Barton. They're going for Jefferson downfield. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Buccaneers, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Rams, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll try to get